Hi guys, so today is day 2 of my 31 Days of Halloween series. So if you guys like this series, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. So this time I'm actually going to start off by covering my eyebrows, and for this you're going to need some spirit gum and some latex. There's about 10 million different ways to do it online, so if you guys don't want to do it this way, you don't have to. I just started by gluing down my eyebrows, just combing through them, putting on some spirit gum and combing the spirit gum through my eyebrows and just making sure that they stayed nice and flat against my face. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube, so it's up to you how you want to do that. And then I just set it once it was dry with some banana powder and then covered it with some concealer just so I can get rid of some of the color in my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are really dark and they're really annoying to cover, which is why I usually don't do them. But for this one, I kind of had to. And then once you have them all covered up and everything, you can go ahead and start applying your face color. I did a mix of a blue and a cream color just because she's like a really creepy doll, and that is like for me a creepy doll color. And then I went back and put latex on my eyebrows because when I was putting the cream makeup over top of the spirit gum, it just wasn't adhering to the eyebrows the way that I wanted it to. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and start finishing applying the cream makeup, just being careful not to put your brush in the wet latex because it will ruin your brushes. Believe me, I've done that with a couple of my favorites and I'm not happy about that. And then with the picture that I was looking at, she had kind of like a space for her neck, kind of like her head was plopped on. So you can go ahead and do that. And also any skin that you're going to have out, make sure that that's the color of your face. Now for her creepy doll, like exaggerated features, I just used a black eyeshadow very lightly, going over and blending out anything because I didn't want it to be super harsh, but I also didn't want it to look too natural. So basically make a really big cheesy smile, that way you can get an idea where your laugh lines would naturally be. You can also look at a picture of Annabelle to see exactly where she had them, but it's really up to you how you want to do that. I did kind of a combination of both. And then I went over with a little bit more of the black just to define it a little bit more so it's not so blended. And then she did have like a crack on her face in the picture that I was looking at, so I went ahead and made that just on the chin. And then you're going to go ahead and contour your nose to give yourself a button nose, especially if you have a big nose like me. And then draw on your eyebrows. You can draw these as angry eyebrows, as regular creepy doll eyebrows. It's really up to you. This is where you get to have a little bit more fun with it. And then I went ahead and did some more shading. And I also used the same color that I did the shading with around my eyes just to give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more creepiness, because I'm gonna be completely honest, this video while I was doing it, it kept weirding me out. It didn't help that I also read a lot of stuff about the actual doll, so yeah. And by shading around your eyes, you're also going to make them look a lot deeper, which is kind of what you want to do, since I don't know about you guys, but my eyes don't like pop out of the sockets. So this definitely helps give you that look. And you can also use some white eyeliner on your lower lash line to help make your eyes look a little more doll-like in appearance. And then you can either put on some fake lashes or you can draw them on. I drew them on just because I liked the way it looked. And then you can apply blush very heavily. I used a lip gloss for this. You can use regular blush or lip gloss if you want. And then for the lips, I actually drew them bigger than my own, so that's why I look kind of weird. And you really get the effect once you actually fill them in and smile. It looks really weird. And then I drew on some clothes. No, I'm not naked, just for anybody who keeps asking. I'm not. So for this, I just drew on some ruffles, and then I also drew on kind of the sleeve area. This whole dress was going to be white. I was kind of taking inspiration from like old baby doll dresses and from the picture that I was looking at, which I'll have in my blog down below. And then just to make it look a little bit more three-dimensional, you also want to shade. Basically anywhere that you'd see shadows on the dress, and any shadows that you would naturally see if you were actually wearing the dress, you want to include those just to make it a little bit more realistic. Now, I'm not perfect at drawing on clothes. If you guys can do it better, leave me some comments down below for some tips, because even I need tips sometimes. But I actually like how this dress came out and how this entire look came out. And then for the neck part, you're also going to want to shade to make it look a little bit more like your head is put onto a joint. And once you do that, your Annabelle look is done. And you're going to stare at things and be really creepy. I'm not going to lie, editing this was really weird. So I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to see what comes out of my channel next, and leave me a comment letting me know if me staring into the camera like this is creeping you out like it creeped me out. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for another 31 Days of Halloween video. Bye!